exhibition that you see here at Galerie Templon is a compilation of images of women that I met in Tahiti. It was very important for me to work with the history of Tahiti, specifically through the lens of Gauguin. I love his paintings, but I find them a little bit strange, and I wanted to go inside of them and to look into their history. The Mahu, the third gender, the trans community, who these women are, who they want to be seen as, how they want to self-present. As a Black American, as a man who exists within a Black body, identity is increasingly important for my work. This painting show is about the Mahu community, but I think it's, in a broader sense, about the ways that we look at people and choose to make certain assumptions and judgments. It's also shot through the history of art, the ways that painting shows dignity and pride, how each person in each of these paintings has chosen to self-present. This painting show is made on the occasion of looking at Paris, looking at France as the traditional seat of power with regards to art. If we look at Paul Gauguin's work, we know that the ways that we see Black and brown bodies from the Pacific are shot through his sense of desire. And I love those paintings. I love the history of so much of the art that's coming from France. But how do you change the narrative? How do you change the way of looking? What does it look like in the 21st century to imagine the trans community in Tahiti? I think that's where we are. In fact, I wanted to use Gauguin poses for these paintings, but when the women came to do their poses, they chose something completely different, and they became a new sense of picturing, a new sense of what this is possible. The decorative motifs of the paintings come from the printing traditions that you'll see in some of the paintings as well. I use the panels that create those prints, and I use the history of paint going onto those panels. It's about how we look at things and how those histories are received. Can someone ever fully be who they are? Or rather, are they subject or imprisoned by a system of ways of seeing?